Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Bisons of Virginia Beach. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Virginia Beach. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. First play and a first pass for Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The slot man in motion right. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Murray going to throw. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Play fake. Murray. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Israel Abanikanda with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14. First down, Arizona.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cardinals first down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is
To give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
40-yard line.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll run with Etienne. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A short throw to Ingram, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And to throw again is Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Lawrence will throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bisons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Murray now running right on the option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd down and 13. Shotgun now from Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw is Murray. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Able to slither by. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bisons are able to cut into that deficit.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Third and 2. Murray going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end...
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position. And sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. A short one here, caught by McBride.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play fake. Murray. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
44, Bison's 13. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Charles, a lot of